How are you two guys doing?
Excellent. About yourself?
I'm really good. I'm happy to get a chance to talk with both of you. It's a real honor for me. Um, let's start with you, Wyatt, man. True Brandywine, man. What was it about this character that made you want to star in Broke?
A couple things. First was the director. The director had a very authentic background in the world of rodeo and bareback bronc riding in particular. I read it and I was like, "Do you do this? Because this is like so specific and so real. Like no one can research it and then cut." And he was like, "Yeah, this is what I do." And I was like, "Okay, so you know what you're shooting." The other thing was I wanted to be able to be a part of showing an aspect of our culture and in this country specifically. Rodeo is also, in Brazil, and there's all kinds of places that do rodeo. It's not just the United
Yeah.
States. Most rodeo is done 99.9% of the people, they don't make it to Houston or they don't make it they don't make it on the tour.
Right.
They're at home in these venues that are like maybe 300 people, maybe 1,000, maybe 5,000 in a big one, but you're coming home with like $300 if you win.
If you win. Yeah.
And it's tough for these guys, and they're mostly ranchers, and they do work on the ranch and on farms, and they don't get the glory. And this is the story of someone who just couldn't hang, couldn't let go.
Yeah.
And that was a element of my life with hockey that I brought to it, where I was that guy. I wasn't going to let go. I had head injuries, and someone needed to tell me to stop. And so I really enjoyed playing that aspect of my life in repeat.
Yeah. They get, these kids, they grow up too, hearing stories of their fathers, their grandfathers, and uncles. Everybody's, has somebody who gets or wants to get into rodeo because it's a natural thing. You're around the ranch if you're ranching, because that's what they are, ranching skills in a sense. And so it's kind of a phase of life that we go through. Some last 2 weeks, some really get the bug of it. But this whole movie is really done so authentically. And it's a modern day Western, basically, which I'm always ready to do a Western. And but it's kind of the state of where the West is now too.
Yeah, tells an authentic tale,
Yeah.
not just like a shiny sheen of what, we've been fed as Western culture, which is awesome and cool and has a place. But I just felt like there weren't that many movies that made this side of that world and portrayed it in a way that was more real to how it actually is than not.
Well, it's one of the things I was going to ask you guys about, and Dennis, I'll start with you on it. It feels to me like Western movies and exploring this culture has become a lot more popular, like over the last few years. At least it feels that we're seeing more movies, more TV shows, with bigger stars, bigger distribution.
Did the Westerns come back from space? Because
Yeah.
that's what happened to the Western when Star Wars came along. It's basically the same values, and it's the same story, really. So maybe
Right.
it's come back down to earth and being told in a new way. And it's the myth of the Western, and this kind of debunks the myth in a way, because it's very much about real people. It's and
I don't want to use the word anti-Western, but then in a way that there it is, where it's like it is not awesome all the time. It is not the landscapes, the vistas, the horsemanship, all these great things that are fun about watching Westerns and about Western culture in general. That's all in there,
yeah.
but it just turns it on its head, where it's like all of this great stuff. Well, in the background, what you're seeing is this great ride and a guy who's all pumped up. Well, he's going home or not going home. He's taking a shower in a truck stop bathroom. He's puking because he got his bell rung. He doesn't know where he is. He's staying at a shitty hotel, and he won $300, and he's off to the next rodeo in a small town
And looking for some pain medication.
looking for some pain meds. Like that's the
Uh,
life of a lot of guys. So wanted to be able to showcase that as well as the good
yeah,
parts.
nobody does it to get rich.
It's one of the things I liked about True as well. Is like it is sort of anti-Western, like in a lot of ways. Like for most of the movie, he's leaning into the masculine aspects of it, not wanting to tell people about him getting his bell rung and all these, rides, and denying the artist side of himself in some ways too, the sensitive side. It's not until he kind of embraces it that he can move forward. I got a couple more minutes here with you guys. Have you guys done movies together before? Because one of the things I really liked about this movie too is that you guys feel really natural together on screen, just like you do right now talking to me. How was it with you two for you two working together on this?
Well, I think we first met when he was 11 years old.
Oh
Just going
wow,
over his parents' house, and so that was pretty natural.
There's a familiarity
Yeah,
built in
yeah,
that
that was pretty
definitely.
easy.
But like I said before, I've said this before. Sometimes you just meet people and they're just easy to be with, and
Yeah,
Dennis is easy to be with. He's easy to talk to. He's fun to talk to about story. He's always his opinions about the story were always, in my opinion, correct and the right instincts to follow. I mean, it's Dennis Quaid. He's an amazing actor. He's been an amazing actor for a long time, and so like
absolutely.
he's got an interesting subtext.
You guys are awesome, man. I mean, I thought you were really great in this movie. Why I think you've been great for a while now. You've been doing some great stuff. Dennis, you're like a legend to me. My dad loved you. Remember, he showed me you in The Long Riders years ago.
Oh
So I
wow!
mean,
Yeah.
I a big fan
Probably
of
my
you both,
first
and
Western.
you brought that up yet.
Yeah.
big fan of you both. I think you both did great on Broke, and I wish you guys the best of luck with the film. Thank you for a few minutes of your time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. We appreciate
Thanks
it.
a lot, guys. Thanks for checking out the show. If you like what we're laying down, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive notifications for all of our latest stuff.